And greetings, welcome back. Great to have you, my friends. El Rushbo, your guiding light through times of trouble, confusion, murkiness, tumult, sellouts, cowardice, faux torture, you name it. I'm here. Great to have you. Telephone number, if you want to be on the program, is 800-282-2882. And the email address, elrushbo@eibnet.com. Man, there's just so much going on. You would never think that this is the holiday season, or Chris, you would never, back in the summer, you never thought there was a recess, no vacation. It's just intense. I mean, everything in the world, every day just seems to be coming at us. There's not even a chance to catch your breath if you want to stay up to speed on this stuff. And I think about people to whom it's not even their job to do this, trying to keep up with this is just nigh unto impossible. And if people make a serious effort, it can just seem overwhelming. And that's why we are here, ladies and gentlemen, to make all of this understandable, to take all of this complexity and make it simple. Because when you boil all this stuff down, it can be made simple. Now, I checked the email during the break. Rush, why do you keep harping on the Democrats and their vote? I mean, that side lost. The reason, that's a good question. Sometimes I go into long-winded explanations, assuming that there's a contextual understanding based on people listening every day. It's a really great question. The point that I'm trying to illustrate here by illustrating it, every Democrat in this procedural voted to shut down the government. My point is, I would love to get through to the Republicans and stop being cowards. Stop being afraid of what the media is going to say about you. Forget what happened in 1995. It's not 1995. It's 2014, and things are much worse than they were even in 1995. And it's time this stuff gets stopped. And you realize you've been elected to stop it. And it's time to realize that. It's time to be confident. It's time to get a little swagger as you walk around that town and you walk around Capitol Hill. And it's time to stop blaming your friends. It's time to stop blaming your buddies. It's time to start realizing who is causing all of these problems and who it is that has to be stopped. And it's not conservatives. It's not Ted Cruz. It's not Marco Rubio. It's not Ted Cruz. It's not me. It's not Sarah Palin. It's Democrats, wherever you find them. In Washington or wherever. That's what we're up against here. So the Republicans are running. You've heard it. The reason I was asked to be on TV last Sunday is because I simply disagreed with the accepted notion that the Republicans will get blamed if there is a government shutdown, and therefore we must at all costs avoid it. Well, at all costs avoiding it means Obama gets everything he wants. All because of fear? It's time to get rid of that. And my point here is illustrating 212 Democrats voted today to essentially shut down the government. They would not have been blamed for it had it happened. The Republicans would have ended up being blamed. And you know how? Elizabeth Warren has provided a roadmap. There are two so-called controversial provisions in this thing. One about individuals being allowed to donate or campaign or contribute even more. Corporate people even more. That ticks the Democrats off. And then some regulations on derivative funds were relaxed, allowing them more leeway, and that's power for Wall Street. And Elizabeth Warren's fit to be tied over this, and she was going to blame the Republicans for shutting down the government over those provisions, even though she's in the Senate. It has nothing to do with what happened in the House. So the Democrats were prepared to shut down the government, knowing the Republicans are going to get blamed for it. My point is actually directed here at the Republicans. Stop worrying about all of these ifs and stop worrying about polls. You just won a landslide election. How can that not matter? How can winning a landslide election be simply erased in their minds by the presence of a poll? So that's why I'm spending so much time on this, as well as trying to make everybody understand, help everybody to understand what just went down. It came close, folks. At one point, it was 213 to 213. And Boehner found a Republican to switch his vote and change his mind. We don't know who. Do we yet? Or who was it? Snerdley knew it and forgot it, so he's looking it up. But it was tied at 213. And so Boehner found a Republican to change his vote, and that made it 214 to 212, and so the rule was defeated. But every Democrat, not all 212 votes in opposition, but every Democrat voted against the procedural rule. They voted to shut down the government, and yet the Republicans are worried that people are going to blame them for it.